What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and I'm here with
Gershwan.
And once again, we're at it. We're answering questions in another installment of For the Greater.
This is a video series where we answer the question stuff by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. And that is what Non-Sync did. Will the use of AI finally bite the Tau in the ass? It will be really interesting if they manage to find some men of iron in a ruined planet, take it to one of their worlds, and he will say thank you with a creepy smile, and all AI will rebel. I don't think so. What do you think? Because you're the Tau player.
At this point, it doesn't seem likely. Yes, the technology of drones and artificial intelligence for the Tau has progressed to the point of near sentience, but I don't think they're going to go ahead and just give them full-on sentient control. There's going to be floodgates and setbacks to stop that, mainly because if the AI becomes 100% sentient, that's going to be a huge detriment to the ethereals and their quote-unquote control that they have over the Tau.
Yeah, and you also have to think about the caste system and the society of the Tau.
Mm-hmm.
So the Tau obviously have AI, but that's usually only controlled or used by it's used by all of them, but mainly created by the Earth caste and then used mostly for the fire caste.
Right, which is means of war.
And then I think the ethereals see that. And obviously if you have one group within a society that holds the most of the resources, that's where the imbalance happens, and it's completely against the greater good. The greater good's supposed to be a
all-encompassing.
Yeah, kind of like communist, distribution and everything, but with the top of it always being the ethereals.
Right.
So I think the ethereals will always and forever keep a wary eye of the AI, whereas humanity did not.
No.
Humanity actually created STCs that were able to build titans and knights.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that was a recipe for disaster from the beginning.
Yeah, because there's a whole bunch of theories as to how exactly do the ethereals control the Tau, and if it is through pheromones, obviously that doesn't work on robots and machinery. So that's going to be a whole faction that will definitely put the ethereals at risk, since most of the ethereals aren't combat warriors or anything like that.
Except for Anvar, right?
Yes, the monk
wielding.
He's got a double. It's like a double scimitar kind of looking thing. Yeah, kills orcs.
Yeah.
And he's the only ethereal that's cool with Farsight.
What's the most badass orc versus Tau battle? Do you know? Do they even have one?
I mean, there are a few. Whenever I think of Tau versus orcs, I always go to one where they're in a valley, and it's Farsight is forcing his fire warriors to fight in a very narrow valley, and he sees it's not working, and it's actually a trap, and there's Tau that come up from on top of the caves and the caverns and just mow down the orcs.
That's cool.
I'm surprised you said that, Mr. Orc player.
Well, I mean, orcs are supposed to die.
Yeah, so it's not really a victory.
Yeah.
Speaking of orcs, Din Tran has asked, what would be more embarrassing to die to, a Gretchen or a Ripper? Well, Rippers...
Embarrassing?
Yeah, Rippers are
parasites.
Parasitic Tyranid guys that are meant... Think of a piranha and a snake had of a baby. That's a Ripper.
Yeah, and so I don't think it's embarrassing at all to be killed by a snake.
Mm-mm.
I do, however, think that it is a little embarrassing to be killed by a circus performer, because that's kind of what I feel the Gretchen are. Just jumping around all the time, smiling and trying to stab you.
Mm.
I mean, they're both creepy.
Yeah.
In real life, if I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard thumping in the kitchen and I walked in there and I saw either of those two, I'd shit my pants. And then probably try to catch them with my Pokeball.
Would they even go in?
Probably not.
They'll probably shake twice and then they'd come out.
Yeah. Then I have to use a, what is it? A Master Ball?
I wouldn't waste it on one of those.
A Gretchen? I would want to keep a Gretchen forever. That's a little servant. Like in Harry Potter with...
Dobby.
Yeah.
That's his name, right? Dobby?
Dobby.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like definitely a Gretchen would be... Yeah, I'll go with Gretchen. Just because I knew a girl named Gretchen, and, like, she can beat me up. So, a Gretchen should.
Yeah. And they have sharp teeth.
That Gretchen did.
Next question comes from John. What would be the best 40K universe crossover?
My Little Pony, duh.
Yeah, so you just see a dreadnought rip a pony in half.
Chances are it'd be the other way around.
You think the My Little Pony will rip a dreadnought in half?
Mm-hmm. Hands down. Or should I say hooves down?
Hooves. I am behooved. I don't think that's a word.
Is it? I think it is.
Maybe I pronounced it wrong. Like I do everything. What was the question?
Best 40K crossover.
Oh, that's a tough one.
I mean, I want to say like the obvious one, Star Wars, but I don't know if that'd be the best.
I think it would be interesting because we would get to see like maybe it's not metachlorians or whatever. It's actually like the warp that gives the Force its power. And it's actually like the manifestation of the Army of the Light and the Emperor's will. So he is the God of Order giving the Jedi these powers. But then the power's supposed to be secular, or not secular, but the power's supposed to be neutral, right?
Mm-hmm. That's why the light side and the dark side both have it.
I think there would be a lot to mess around with in the lore.
Mm-hmm.
I think some bad crossovers would be like Dragon Ball Z, the Marvel universe, the DC universe,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, because they're very like they're centered around a specific character, whereas in 40K it's like mobs of like things.
Yeah, it's like we don't really. I mean, yeah, they do have like their main characters, their special characters, but it's never 100% focused on that.
Right. It would be kind of cool though to see the Hulk versus Gatskull Magrak.
Mm-hmm.
Who would win? Obviously, the Hulk because he has plot armor. That's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody in 40K has plot armor. The one that did, Drago, is gone.
Well, I think that's his plot armor. If he's gonna die, he just goes back into the warp.
Yeah. Next question. This one comes from that 2 guy. How could you disrespect my boys, the Necrons, by not mentioning the Celestial Aurae? Oh yeah, I have a 40 facts video on it. That can supernova any star. I forgot about that. That's one of those like obscure weapons. Is it even? Can you even play it on the tabletop?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Just imagine using something that could destroy a whole star. It's like, this game's gonna end in a tie. We're all gonna die.
What's that orb that the Necron Lord has?
The Resurrection Orb. Oh, and then
just...
it uses that, and Necrons are back.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, this one's by John as well. Who is more seductive, Slaanesh or Bridget B?
Bridget B for sure.
Yeah, Slaanesh's performance isn't comparable.
She's more like in your face, like just screaming and yelling, whereas like Bridget B has like a performance behind her. She makes you feel emotions that are not just lust.
Yeah, one's clearly amateur, the other one's not.
Yeah, even though one's a god. Which one is it?
That's right.
Next question comes from Adeptus Ultra. If a chaos god was to manifest into the real universe, what do you think they would look like? Well, Korn would just be a big old demon, like a stereotypical demon. And then what do you think Slaanesh would look like? Bridget B. Like a bigger Bridget B? Like a giant Bridget B?
Like a 5'6" Bridget B?
Yeah, 5'6".
I don't know, because I think she is taller, isn't she?
I think she's like probably, I don't know. I'm not gonna give away my
how much you know.
Yeah. I'm the leader of the fan club. And then Tzeentch.
Tzeentch is like,
in the books, it's supposed to be a weird. Think of like the character from Street Fighter, the one that would like.
Dalsim, the stretchy one.
Yeah, the stretchy one. But instead of having a head, he has a mouth on his chest and a mouth on his stomach, and he's blue. And he's not human, so it's nothing like what I just said.
Think of Dalsim, but stop thinking about it right away.
But yeah. What do you think?
For Zeech,
Yeah,
Mr. Manhattan, because like he's supposed to be all knowing and stuff,
that's true. Yeah, I
but
didn't
at the
think
same
about that.
time, it's like just tell him he means nothing, and then he'll be all depressed.
Is that what that is?
I think that's how you beat him. Like he's supposed to be like all powerful, but he's like very easy to like his self-esteem is low or something like that.
It sounds like such a weak superhero.
But he's like all powerful. He can do whatever, resurrect you, kill you. Like
All you have to do is say, "You suck." He cannot live on YouTube.
No.
The amount of trolls on YouTube would destroy him.
Mm-hmm.
What about Nurgle? Doughy?
The doughboy, you poke his belly button.
Yeah. There's a place, or there is a miniature in D&D that makes me think of Nurgle. It's like
That pink one.
it's that pink one. Yeah, I don't know what it is though. I wonder. No, I don't know where it's at. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. But just think of like a multi-layered, like, or a really fat person with a lot of folds.
That's all of them, right?
Yeah. You don't have one for Nurgle?
Shrek, when he was like in the swamps.
Bathing himself with mud?
Mm-hmm. It's just very easy to say Shrek because like
He's everywhere.
he's right there. Literally and figuratively.
Next question comes from Tyler Flynn. Has the Demon Primarch made an appearance during the 41st millennium? Of course!
Yeah.
We have models for them.
Yeah, not just that, but like even in the lore, it's like the Imperial Guard are fighting against a 4-armed winged serpent demon. That's Fulgrim.
Angron showed up during Armageddon. Yeah. And obviously you have Magnus and Mortarion. They're considered demons, even though they don't look... Well,
they're
Magnus does.
humanoid, but yeah, they're demons.
Yeah. I think the one that looks the least human would be not Slaanesh.
Fulgrim?
Yeah, Fulgrim.
Well, he's half human. Take off the arms and the serpent body and the wings and the horns and the pink skin and the super big height.
Yeah.
Then he's human.
And the tail.
And the possessed by a demon.
You know what's really cool? Like I started reading more lore on the Fabius Bile.
Mm-hmm.
There are clones of all the Primarchs.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I mean, obviously, they're not as efficient or smart or strong as a Primarch.
What's the Fulgrim one, right? He was cloned twice.
Yeah. Well, doesn't a clone of a clone just make it weaker, right?
I don't think it was a clone of a clone. I think it's just like they made multiple clones out of that one piece of DNA.
But yeah, I think out of all of them, that was the strongest of them.
Yeah. Because, and then also they made a clone of Ferrus Manus multiple times as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Fulgrim just kept killing him. That's messed up. The
That's
real
his
Fulgrim.
bro. You can't let your bro be cloned.
Well, it's like he cloned him. He's like, "Hey, do you want to join me?" No. Cuts his head off. Hey, do you want to join me? Nope. It's just never ending.
And it's funny because like it's always his head being cut off.
Yeah. Next question. I have one from Timothy Armstrong. He asks, what are the Loyalist Primarchs doing right now in the 40K universe? So starting off with Lehman Russ, he's out on the hunt trying to find, what is it? The river of, no.
The
Lake of Rejuvenation or something?
Something like that. The spring of life or something.
For the Emperor. He's trying to like bathe the Emperor. And then what was the other one?
The lion?
Salamanders.
Vulcan.
He's kind of doing the same thing, right?
Well, he left and he's not coming back until all the relics are found.
Which is an asshole move.
You guys need me right now, especially since I can't die. But no, go on this treasure hunt.
Yeah. And then I'll come back.
Mm-hmm. If you find everything.
Mm-hmm. And then Rogaldorn, he's not dead. I refuse to believe that he is dead.
He's missing an arm. He has to be dead.
Yeah.
Because everybody with an arm missing is dead.
Yeah.
Right? Jamie Lannister. I was about to say Luke Owens.
All of the Iron Hands.
Yeah.
And then the lion.
Since he is alive, what is he doing then?
I don't know. I think he's just like hanging out in the warp.
He's trying to get a high five, but he doesn't have a hand, so he's just standing there.
Well, he was fighting a demon, right?
He was on a battle barge fighting chaos, and yeah, there was like some big bad demon.
I think the demon is probably torturing him. That's usually like a never-ending story for the Imperial Fists. It always seems like they get captured and get tortured, usually by Iron Hands.
But they like that. They have the pain glove. And
Yeah,
all that
that's
stuff.
true. Yeah, they have the little sword fighting things where they cut each other with poisonous blades.
Why aren't they like helping Slanesh through that? Or are they?
Yeah, in a way they probably are.
The Khan.
The Khan, I don't know. I heard that he was trying to kill some Dark
Eldar, yeah.
And then we have a 40 facts video on this, by the way. If you want to check that out, there's more detailed, better explained and everything.
Yeah. So saying Rogodorn's waiting for a high five.
Yeah. And then the lion's coming back.
Supposedly, he's just asleep.
And apparently, Sanguinius is too.
Well, he's in stasis. He's not asleep.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Is that it?
Yeah, because Gilliman's back.
Is he though? Might as well shouldn't be back. He ain't doing nothing.
He did some stuff during the Vigilus campaign, didn't he?
Some stuff.
Next question comes from Dave Mikita. He asks, which Chaos Gods are each of you willing to sell your souls to in order to get out of this quarantine? You know what? Quarantine isn't that bad for me. It's not like it's not like I was very social to begin with, and now it's just like instead of going out to the bar, it's like going out for a walk. So it's actually healthier for me. So yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't pledge your life to any Chaos God?
I would play. No, I would to Tzeentch, but not like because I want to get out of the quarantine. Just for my own personal purposes.
Yeah.
That involve Bridget B.
Then wouldn't it be Slanesh?
Nope.
Yeah, it would make sense to say Nurgle during this time, because it's like if you get it, so what? Like you're just gonna become a spreader, which I think most of the people in the world
we're
are
finding out that most of us are just spreaders.
Yep.
Which is why it's so deadly.
So yeah, I'll go with Tzeentch too. It's always Tzeentch.
Never Khorne.
Yeah.
Khorne is like the lame god.
He's just a generic one.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you hit hard. Ooh.
Next question.
This one is by Thomas Stingmore. Have you seen my baby? I look away for 1 second, and my cherub has flown away. About yay big, wings like Sanguinius. It's not that big baby on TikTok, is it?
That's a creepy baby. If you guys haven't seen that, it looks like a Russian baby.
No, he's in a hurry?
Yeah.
To get big. No, but that is a huge baby. Like,
it's creepy. What was this question?
Have we seen his baby?
Oh, yeah. On TikTok.
Yeah.
And then this will be the last question since the baby one was kind of quick. James Clark. If the Mechanicus broke away from the Imperium and started a civil war, who would win? That's a tough one.
Yeah. Because if the Mechanicus does have, theory, if the Mechanicus does indeed have the Void Dragon, and that is the source of the machine spirit, they can easily take away all technology from the Imperium of Man. And I think they're done. Like, what are they going to do?
Yeah. I'd give it to the Adeptus Mechanicus.
If that's a thing. If not, then I still give it to the... No, I'll give it to the Imperium. Because they got Space Marines and they got the Guard.
Yeah, but the Forge Worlds have the Skitarii Legions, and they also have the
Titans and...
The Titans and also the... what are the Iron Hand successors? Most of them.
You think the Iron Hands would side with the Mechanicus instead of the Imperium?
No, not the actual Iron Hands chapter, but I do think a lot of the successor chapters would. Because of the bonds that have been created and because of the negotiations, like behind the door type situations. Check out our 40 facts on the Steel Confessors. I think that's what they are. Yeah, the Steel Confessors were purposefully made for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So
interesting.
And then they have the Gene Seed, right?
Yeah.
Whenever a chapter has to send in Gene Seed tides, it goes to the Adeptus Mechanicus, and obviously Belisarius Call has been able to do some wonders with it.
Watch Call has like some chip in every Primaris, and like you could just turn on them.
That would be badass. Yeah. Execute Order 66, and they shoot up Gilliman.
But yeah, Gilliman would be shot up. I was gonna say because didn't he try to resurrect Gilliman?
Call?
Yeah,
I think
but
so.
no, they were already. Gilliman went to Call, right, and then that's how the Primaris initiative thing happened.
I can't remember. I need to reread that part.
Because I remember the the trailers, and Gilliman and Call were in the same room with all those vats of Primaris.
Yeah, I remember those trailers. Yeah. I can't remember how much everybody had to, because then the Eldar had something to play with it too.
Yeah.
Those were the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, comment down below. We enjoy answering these questions as much as you guys like commenting them.
Make some fanfics of Order 66 with the Primaris and the Mechanicus going rogue, because that'll be pretty badass.
Or Bridget B. If you guys do something with Bridget B and 40K, we will share it nonstop on all of our. Well, I mean,
on his fan page.
On my fan, yeah. I'm the president. And yeah, that's it.
Thanks for everything, guys. We'll see you in the next one. This has been the Sound Alchemist.
Gershwan.
And we are out of here.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.